Some people chase beauty on the edge of the world. Others hunt easy money, and sometimes both meet at the same cliff. A young woman named Dena Wild thought she was on a peaceful road trip up the California coast with a friendly older couple from San Diego. She had been staying with them after separating from her husband, and she trusted them like family. The drive along Highway 1 felt like a dream. Huge sky, endless Pacific sharp cliffs, glowing in the sun. It was the kind of place where you pull over, take a picture, and feel like you are standing at the edge of forever. But on April 2nd, 1987, that dream turned into something darker. A call came into Monterey County. A woman had been found dead at the base of a 600-foot cliff. Her name was Dena. The couple who reported it said she simply slipped. No scream, no crash, no warning, just gone. Her body was picked up from the rocks below and shipped back home for burial. No photos were taken, no detailed exam. Everything was treated like an unlucky accident on a scenic overlook. Case closed. But months later, her mom asked a lawyer for help getting small burial insurance. When he called the coroner, the death certificate still said pending. No clear cause, no explanation. Something felt off. Then the lawyer called the insurance company again and heard a strange detail. Someone else had a big life insurance policy on Dena, $35,000. And that person had already tried to cash it in the day after she died. The person was Virginia, the woman Dena had been traveling with. The same woman who stood on that cliff with her right before she fell. The lawyer dug deeper. He found out Virginia had taken that insurance policy out only one day before the fall. That was the moment the whole story cracked open. He asked for the autopsy again and noticed a drug in Dena's blood, amitriptyline, a heavy antidepressant. It was never prescribed to Dena, but it was prescribed to Virginia's husband. The dose would leave a person dizzy, weak, and barely able to stay balanced. Not something you take for fun. Not something Dena would have taken on her own. Toxicologists confirmed the drug was there. Maybe a lot of it. Enough to make a cliffside stop extremely dangerous. But the strangest clues came from something so ordinary. It had been ignored. A roll of pictures from the trip. Virginia had mailed them to Dena's mom as a sweet gesture. But when the lawyer looked closely, the pictures told a whole different story. Photo by photo, you could see Dena slowly losing her spark. Eyes dulling, body sagging, looking unsteady. In one picture, she held the camera and captured the couple walking toward the cliff. Her expression looked troubled, like she felt something was wrong, like she was leaving a silent message. Then came the 11th photo, the blur, her head whipping around like someone had shoved her. Her shoes pointed toward the road, yet her body twisted toward the edge, like she was being forced. Seconds later, she was gone. A pathologist studied the autopsy pictures. Dena had one severe head injury, but the rest of her body showed something odd. Her nails were ripped embedded with tiny rock pieces, the kind you get from clawing for your life. The tops of her hands had deep bruises, injuries that looked like someone had stepped on her hands as she tried to hold on to the cliff. Her palms had no scrapes. She did not fall forward grabbing at rocks. It looked more like she slid limp after being pushed. Investigators went to the cliff to recreate the fall. The ground near the edge was flat, not a place you just trip. The slope below was gentle at first. If she had slipped, she could have stopped herself or screamed. Her descent had been slow, not a high-speed drop. All signs pointed to someone pushing a weak, drugged woman and letting her slide to her death. When detectives looked deeper into Virginia's past, everything lined up in the worst way. A long history of lies, arson suspicious deaths, and life insurance payouts, family members, patients, even her own daughter. A trail of tragedies that always ended with money in her pocket. In 1989, enough evidence came together to arrest her. She was found guilty of murder, conspiracy insurance fraud, and murder for profit. Life behind bars. Her husband died before trial. All because a young woman trusted the wrong people. And all because one roll of pictures refused to stay silent.